Hey, what's up, guys? It's Nick from Nick's Empire of Figs, and today we're going to be looking at Miles Morales from the Ultimate Universe Spider Man. He comes with a comic accessory, three extra pairs of hands, and you come with this Spider Man mask. It says Ultimate Miles Morales, it says comic accessories. So you get the one comic accessories. He comes from the Ultimate Universe and then eventually is able to come into the main Marvel Universe where he is currently now. Um, I paid $35 for this figure. I think he retails for $25, if I'm not mistaken. And this is what the back of the box looks like here. You get all the rest of the other figures in this comic book wave with Banshee, Rom, Ultimate Miles Morales, Ultimate Iron Man, Adam Warlock, and Daken, Wolverine, which is Wolverine's son. And then it says in Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider Man #1, Miles must work to overcome the disappearance of his father in aftermath of the battle with Galactus. So you get a little description in the back, and then here it shows you the comics that they come with and the covers right here. And then here's the cover for Miles Morales up top, right there, Spider Man #1. But let's open this guy up and let's see what he has to offer. Okay, guys, we got Miles Morales out of the packaging here. Let's take a look at what he comes with here. He comes with an extra head sculpt, which is his mask. Looks like this: red webs, wide eyes, red on the outline of the eyes here, black. This is what it looks like here from the sides. Basic. Let's put him down. Then the extra three pair of hands are kind of awkward here because you get these hands, one fisted hand. Here, you get one fisted hand, which is very awkward because they don't give you another fisted hand to go along with the figure. Because they give you this other hand that is for holding the comic book. And I think that's a waste. I think this whole idea for the comic book is a waste. We could have gotten an extra pair of hands. We could have gotten another head sculpt, maybe a web effect piece, but instead they give us the little stupid comic book that I will probably just have on the side or end up losing somewhere in my room. But this is the hand he comes with to hold the comic book. See the webbing on the red parts, black gloves. Looks like this. Put this down. Then he comes with his other web hand. I am happy that they gave us this, at least, because you gotta have web shooting hands for a Spider Man figure. That should just be key. That's something that should always be there. Um, but this is what this looks like there. So I showed you the comic hand, the fisted hand, and the web shooting hand. We got the head down. Let's take a look at the figure himself. It looks pretty accurate to the way he would look in the comic books. I mean, when you look at the cover, it looks the same pretty much. Mm, well, the wet the spider is different. I'll say that. The spider is different and it looks like the spider is just a little bit lower on his back in the comic book, but here it looks like the spider is smaller compared to the way he looks here on the comic book. But that's something that you can get past here. What I will say though is weird about this figure are his thighs. They're uneven, like they stick out, which is odd to me. You get these weird butt piece here that just looks weird, and it looks like the thighs are like sticking out more than they need to. It doesn't blend in very well. I mean, they gave us drop down hips, right, to kind of fix the problem, but it doesn't really do much. You still have these awkward hips, right? And I think those are some points that need to be knocked off of this figure. Um, I'll tell you what, the figure feels a little gummy as well. like around this part here. And my little brother has the same figure I bought. Well, I didn't buy it for him, but we went to the store and got him the same figure. It's easy to take apart. This figure is very easy to take apart. If my little brother, which is 4 years old, can take apart this figure, that's a problem. You shouldn't just be easily or able to just take apart a figure like this. Like, you're paying a good amount of money for these figures. They should be able to hold right. They should be able to hold up. If my little brother can take it apart, that's a problem. Um, you get the gummy legs with the weird thighs. I mean, the figure can come apart easy. My little brother's 4; he can take it apart. You you're missing a hand, a fist hand. You get this comic book holding hand, which is a waste. I mean, when are you ever gonna have Miles Morales holding that comic book? Me personally, I say never. I don't think you'll ever have him holding that comic book. I mean, you're gonna have him into some other cool poses other than holding a comic book, but they did a good job. The lines match up. Everything seems to be on point here. This red V is on point here. I like the suit with the red webbing. It would have been better if the webs were sculpted in, but that would have probably costed them some more money here on this figure. But you get the red tip fingers with the black gloves here. Um, and this is what this figure looks like from the front and in the back. But other than that, let's move on to the articulation and see what this guy can do. For Miles' articulation, he has drop down hips, go up, come down, looks like this from the sides and the back. His hands can go up this much, this far down, and he has bicep swivel here that can go all the way around on both sides. He is double jointed, no pins. That's a plus. His hands can go up this far. You're really pushing it. Go up this far. Go back down with it. He has butterfly joints as well that can go in and out. Pretty good amounts for a Spider-Man figure here. I wish they would have given this to the new Wolverine figure, but that is okay. You get the butterfly joints, bicep, double jointed elbows. They get the drop down hip. There is a thigh cut here, right there that you can move around if you need to. Thigh cut right there. You get double jointed knees that can go up this far, nearly kicking his butt, which is good. Go down this much. Same with the other side. Double jointed knees, no pins. So this is a pinless figure. Every figure coming out of Marvel Legends should be pinless, in my opinion, and they should have new sculpts. I think, these new sculpts that we're using, I can see, like, for instance, the Silver Samurai, they're still using reused parts, and maybe it was cheaper for them to do that. But you're asking us to pay $60 for two figures, and one of them sucks. It's like, come on, what are we doing here? But I guess that's how they get you to buy Silver Samurai or other garbage figures that no one wants. Um, but yeah, you get his upper diaphragm here that can go this far back. There's a little bit of a gap when you push him back, but it doesn't really matter because it's not noticeable. But he goes back this much with the upper diaphragm, and then he can go back this far with the ab crunch and the diaphragm, or upper torso, whatever you want to call it. Um, Goes down this or this much back, and then you can get him going forward a really good amount. So when he's down crawling on a wall or he's just in a pose on the ground, you're going to be able to get him into some cool poses here with the upper diaphragm and the ab crunch working together. That's as far as he can go down. And then going up, he is sitting on a disc hinge, Miles Morales. You get side to side movement with the head and he can go up this far. See, sitting on a disc hinge with his head. I always think that you should go with the disc hinge when it comes to characters like Spider-Man or a Captain America or a Wolverine, because usually their masks aren't getting in the way of them looking back or looking down. So you can get a lot of movement out of that disc hinge there. Um, let's go down with it. Looks like that. We get the ankle that can go down this far, this much up, like that. Do a full rotation here. He also has an ankle cut here, right here on the calf, or I guess you would call it a calf cut, that can move all the way around like that. And this here, go down this much, this far up here, do a full spin. What that looks like. So he has a calf cut, thigh cut, his bicep swivel. He has a diaphragm and ab crunch that is really good. Butterfly joints. He sits on a disc hinge. We pretty much went over all of the articulation parts for this Spider-Man figure. Other than that, I will leave you guys with some poses. I will be doing a review on the 2-pack with Warpath and X23, so look out for that. I upload every Tuesday. Make sure to follow me on TikTok. I'll leave a link in my description when I do post this video. Um, just like I said, like and subscribe, follow me, and I'll leave you with some poses, and I will see you guys another day.